Hello, so today what we're going to look at is using our spiky ball, and our band. So make sure you've got these bits of equipment with you before we start. We're going to place the spiky ball underneath the foot, okay? So all we're going to do is give the foot a nice massage with the spiky ball, just rolling it forwards and backwards a few times. You can really put a bit of pressure into it by leaning slightly forwards into the ball as you do it. And then you can just have another little go onto the other side. Should feel quite nice. Just waking up the foot a little bit. And then I'm going to just pop that out of the way. And then we'll just move into warming up the ankle. So you're going to just circle the ankle one way. Now, what we want to really watch is that it's truly the ankle that's circling. And make sure you go in the other direction. So I'm trying to focus really on the circling motion, going as big as I can all the way around. And then we're going to flex the foot and point the toes down. So you're working in this motion with the foot. When you walk, you want to try and keep this as mobile as possible here at the front of the ankle joint. And then just going on the other side. So again, one ankle, it might feel easier on one side than the other. That's totally fine. But again, don't rush through it. Focus very much on that motion of the ankle circling and make sure you've gone both ways. And then you're going to take the flex. So I'll turn this way actually so you can see it a bit better. Lifting the toes up and then pointing the foot down. So you're really flexing as much as you can. You can do that seated or standing, wherever feels best. So just flexing and pointing that foot. And then placing the feet back flat on the floor. Move back a touch there. Want to keep the balls of the feet on the floor. Lift the toes up. And then spread the toes, like I'm spreading my fingers, down into the floor. So lifting the toes up, and then spreading and widening the toes. So we're looking to strengthen the muscles in the toes, doing this, and also use the toes as much as we can. Again, keeping them as mobile as possible. We'll just take one more here, lifting them up, and then you're going to spread them nicely down to the floor. And then making sure you're quite far forwards on your chair, so your feet can be flat on the floor. You're going to slide your hands all the way down. You're going to roll all the way down. Heavy head, hang on over, and then rolling on up. This time we're going to place our hands on our thighs, press down with your hands, and lift the chest up towards the ceiling. And then you come back through centre, drop the chin in towards the chest, or roll on down. So again, you can stay over in this stretch for as long as feels good. Coming up nice and steady, stacking the spine, sitting nice and tall. Hands press down into the thighs and lift the chest. And then we'll go again, so dropping chin to chest. Energy pouring out through the crown of the head, so it's nice and heavy. And then coming back up. Press down with a hand. Lift and lengthen the spine. And then open the chest. Coming back to centre. You're going to take one hand across the opposite side. You're going to reach behind to the chair. You're going to lift as tall as you can and then rotate. Taking your chin and your eyes and your nose round as well. Couple of nice breaths. And then you're going to just gently unravel. So we're going to set up on the other side. Opposite hand to leg, so you reach across to the outside of your thigh, and then you want to sit up really tall, up on your sitting bones, lengthen the lower back, lift to rotate around. So we want to really encourage a nice lengthening in the spine here as you rotate. Again, a couple of nice big breaths. Then release and come back around. Okay. Next, I think we're going to find our band. Yes, we are. And you're going to pop the band around the ball of the foot. So you choose which side, nice wide part of the foot. And then again, sitting quite far forwards on your chair so you can really press down with this foot. I'm going to have my hands quite high on the band, and I'm going to straighten my arms. From here, we're going to do bicep curls. So I'm going to breathe in and then exhale to pull. And again. So we're going to keep going here. Keeping your elbows tucked in towards the body. So getting some work into that upper arm muscle. Let's take 2 more. And then 1 more. And then you can keep that foot in the band, but you're going to shuffle your bottom back a bit. You can lean into the back of the chair. Again, I'm going to adjust the band now, so I've got more tension on it. And I'm going to open the band to the side and bring the band and the leg across. So here I'm getting a stretch in the inner thigh, and then around the outside of the leg. I'm steering my leg with the band, so it's encouraging and supporting the leg. Just take 2 more, cross and open. 1 more, bring it across. And again, you know, you might want to spend a bit of time in one of the stretches. That feels good. And then we're going to switch on over to the other side. So same thing, shuffling forwards first, adjust the band, straighten the arms down, and we're going to bicep curl. So we're taking, say 8. I'm going to exhale to bring the hands towards the shoulders. 2 more. And then we just shuffle back, just the band. And we're going to take the leg out to the side. And again, just noticing, I noticed that this side feels a little bit stiffer, a little bit tighter. So you might want to spend a little bit more time on one side than the other, and that's all absolutely fine. Let's take in 1 more here. And then just releasing that leg down. Come on out of the band for now, and just pop the band across your tummy. We're going to again get the back of the ribs comfy into the chair. I'm using the sides of the chair to hold on to. I'm going to take one foot off and then the other. And rotate the heels. So I'm rotating right deep up into the hip sockets, all the way down my legs, so that my heels are just touching. And I'm clicking. So we're going to do 16 clicks plain. Then we're going to do crisscross. And we're going to do 8 more. And then you can rest your legs. Ooh, we found a little bit of something. And then coming on up, the band goes across the tummy, and have your arms nice and straight here. Again, feet flat on the floor, so you just need to shuffle forwards. And you're going to pulse the band behind. I'm going to breathe in. I'm going to exhale. So as I send the arms back, keep them close to the centre of the body as much as you can. Making sure you're sitting nice and tall. Now the next time the arms go back, stay back, and we're going to pulse. Let's take another 8, 7, and take a rest. You should feel some work in the upper back there and the back of the arms from squeezing and working those back muscles. Okay, let's pop the band down. So we are going to do the C curve that we have been doing. Again, I'm slightly as far forward on my chair as I can comfortably be actually, because then that gives us lots of space to roll back. Hands on the thighs, sitting nice and tall, you're going to roll back. So here I'm scooping out the tummy, I'm not allowing my ribs to touch the back of the chair, I'm just hovering, and then I come back up and I sit nice and tall. So we go back, curve the tummy, curve and tuck under here, and you come back up. Nice big breath in to prepare, and you use your out breath to get that nice hollowing, taking one hand off, taking the other hand off, popping one hand down, and the other, and come back in. And again, back we go. One hand off. Let's stay this time. We're going to pulse. It's going to pulse the arms. Now, if you wanted to challenge yourself here, you could take one foot off. So you're in this deep C curve position, rib cage reaching back to the back of the chair but not touching. Let's lower that side down. Let's take the other foot off. And make sure you breathe in. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Foot goes down, hands go down. Come on up. And one more thing to finish. Sit to stand. So you're going to press down into the feet. I'm hinging forward into my hips, push into the feet, and up you come. Now remember, check the chairs there, sitting down. So I'm reaching back with my hands to make sure that the chair's still where I thought it was, so you can make that safe landing. Hinging forward, press through the feet and the legs, and then take that hinge again, into the hips, send the bottom back to the chair, and again. Let's take 2 more. One more, and we're up, and we've finished. See you soon.